Well, today I'm going to show you some basic tools that you will require if you would like to make jewellery, specifically earrings really. But these tools you will use for every jewellery item that you make, bracelets, necklaces, etc, etc. So we're going to go through the hand tools that you will use today. And there are 3 to 4 basic items that you're going to need so that you can make loops, cut things and hold things while you do that. So the first thing, the most important thing I think, is your flat-nosed plier. And these are pliers that they're flat inside and they go to a point, so you can see that. So they're really good for gripping things while you do something else with your other hand. So I use them a lot in earring making. I like these because, you know, as I say, they're good for gripping. So while you're doing something else, particularly when you're trying to open and close a jump ring for jewellery such as earrings. When you want to attach a charm, you need a jump ring. So you could hold those in one hand. And on the other side of the jump ring, you may use these. These are long nose, round nose pliers. You can see that they're longer, but they're also circular all the way round from tip to the end. And these are primarily used for making loops in metal, for example. So if you're making an earring, for example, and you need a loop at the end so you can attach a charm, you'll need these. Making loops is quite tricky. I'm not great at it myself, but you can see I've got a little mark on mine, a little black mark, and that can help you to make loops the same size. So for a bit of continuity, if you make one earring with a loop and then need to make another earring with a loop, you need to make sure it's the same size. So I've put a little mark on my pliers just to make sure that I put the wire in the right place for both earrings. Otherwise you'll get one earring a bit different to the other, and that's not great. So these are round nose pliers. Okay, the third item that you're going to need is the cutters. And these are great for cutting metal, small bits of string, cutting off the excess when you're making earrings and perhaps there's a bit sticking out that you don't want, cutting the wire. You can obviously get different sizes, but these are sort of general ones that you can use for cutting your wire. And the other thing, as I said before, I'm not very good at making loops. You can get specific tools to create loops for you. And it's called a looping machine, or a looper tool. They're a little bit more expensive than your basic cutters and pliers, but they are well worth investing in if you're going to be making a lot of jewellery, if you're going to be making a lot of loops in your jewellery and you're not very good at making loops, which I'm not. I need more practice. So the looping tool will make the loop for you. You can get various sizes of looping tool. This one is a 3mm looping tool, which means it will create a loop that is 3mm across when you put the wire into its mechanism. So the wire goes in here and there's a hole at the end, so you get it at the right angle in the right place, and then you literally just squeeze it shut. It creates the loop and it chops off the excess wire, cuts off the excess wire for you. So that's a really good tool. I find this invaluable because I make a lot of earrings. So they're the 4 tools that I would recommend that as a beginner you start with. So the cutters, the flat nose pliers, the round nose pliers, and a looping tool.